Hmm. Welcome. Thank you for tuning back in and listening. Pleasure. I don't know what just happened with that. On one screen it showed the intro, one screen it didn't. But we here. Once again, those little bugs and things. It happens. It happens. So we're gonna try to get that fixed and roll it back out next week to see what's going on with that. I don't have no idea. But like we said, welcome y'all back to the show. This listening pleasure. We talking about a topic, a show that we have viewers and guests hit us with, and we're gonna talk about it is toxic parents, toxic parenting parents versus absent parents or parenting. And without further ado, y'all know, man, we had a little difficulty, so it got me already mad, but it is what it is. Y'all, welcome to the stage. When you get ready, we're gonna welcome my main man, my co-host, the one and only. Y'all know him as Mouthfall Mikey, Mike V, my man. He been rocking us day one. So when he ready, we're gonna bring Mike on the stage. And let me try to go back and get everything else lined up, ready to go. How it should be going. Let me see what's going on with that intro again. You know what? Don't worry about it. Now, hmm, I see what happened. It got deleted. Okay. But y'all, welcome to the stage, Mike V. I'm sorry about that. Mike V, welcome to the stage.
What what up? What up? What up? How y'all be today? How y'all be
Yeah.
today? Welcome, welcome,
Yeah.
welcome. We back. Open your ears, man. It's gonna be one of them ones. Open your ears, open your minds. This gonna be one of them ones. Y'all know the routine, man. Hit the button. Like,
For
share,
sure.
subscribe. Tell your people to tell your people. We sitting outside and we a vibe. That's a bar.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to figure out why I delete the season three intro. Hmm.
What's up, man?
Yeah, that's a little crazy. And I ain't seen it until we started going live. But y'all know what time it is. Share this video with all your people. Bring all your people in. Welcome.
Hey, my
Okay.
wife.
You got your wife on.
Early,
Is the
early.
comment
You
showing? Yeah,
already
they
know.
showing down there. Okay, bet. Let me go ahead and go to my book page and share this thing around a couple of times. Get the folk in here. What's been going on with you, man? Talk to the people.
I ain't like Christmas break, man. Christmas break. We back. We back. Went back to school today with the kids, or to the McDonald's with the kids today.
Oh
Talked to
yeah.
them about their talked to them about their holiday. Uh, I got a I got a kid that wrestle and do boxing every day, man. It's kind of dope. He trying to push himself, and he really just got into him, like not really knowing. Like he just want to stay out of trouble, want to change his
Yeah.
life, so he got to stop being around the same people. And he just chose some stuff to do, and it's dope because he committed to his change. So he committed to whatever the change that come with the change. And then we got a couple mentees that through our people connections with McDonald's and connections with Taco Bell and connections with a couple places in the area. We done got
Yeah.
4 kids jobs this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Good stuff, man. Also, I seen the I'm gonna get more information. I'm gonna pump that out on the show too. The Boys and Girls Club downtown. They 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 starting a boxing program. They serious. They got the ring up. They got all that stuff, and I'll pump more information for those that want to get the kids
Oh,
involved. Yeah, that's huge.
listen, as a community, right?
Mm-hmm.
So many people who say, "Man, what the community not doing for the youth, and what the community not doing for the community." Well, when the community start doing stuff, you gotta support it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep it going if it ain't supported. So, like, if you ask somebody to do their part, you also got to do your part in order for something to work.
Yeah, you got to. this this listen, man. I don't, was this a topic you came up with or somebody hit you with?
Okay,
Um,
so A little bit of both. Like I do, I kind of like I'm a people watcher. Like and
Mm-hmm.
being around these kids, it's a lot of stuff I see, a lot of stuff I hear. I have real conversations with them. Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
have I'm an adult just listen to me conversation. Like part of why my nonprofit is successful is because every kid got a different plan because every kid a different kid. Ain't
Mm-hmm.
no like we don't do the same thing for every kid. It ain't no handbook for it in real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so like as you look back at your childhood, look back at your friends, other people, you like, and you know the circumstances, you kind
Mm-hmm.
of form an opinion based off that. Just being honest.
Yeah.
Um, and then I actually saw it be a debate on like Instagram or something.
Mm-hmm.
And man, let's not talk about it on the internet and hide behind it. Let's have a conversation about it. Because again, it shouldn't be a debate. It should be a conversation because it should be about fixing the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be about anything other than that. It should be about like if like part of the reason I don't argue with people no more is because in arguments you get to a point where don't nobody care about the point. Like it's just who won. Now we just talking trash back and forth. Like that's stupid. That's a waste of breath. I don't want to do that. Let's
Yeah.
if it ain't no solution to it, I'll stop talking to you. And the moment I feel like it ain't no solution to it, I'll stop talking to you. So I just think we gotta start opening healthy dialogues where people don't take stuff personal. People just decide that it's some part of this information that's good for me. Might be some of it I don't agree with, but let me take what like can work and help me.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you grow as a person. One person not gonna tell you everything that can change your life. You're gonna hear something or see something and say, man, that might work for me. And then something else 2 years later, that's how that go.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's a and at my core, at my core, I want to see the next generation be better. And the only way we can start that is by fixing us. So we got to we passing down the right knowledge and information. Like
And everybody that's tuned in and listening, man. Once again, this episode we want everybody to be a part of. Chat, say what you got to say. It's about parenting. So how can you not have something to say? Whether you're a parent, you have a parent, whether it was your biological or somebody was a parent, adult figure to you. So everybody got some type of say so, good, bad, negative, or both, or
like
everything under the sun.
like and see one of the things in in our culture is if one parent is there and one parent ain't, then there's no way you can judge the one parent who was there. Everything is the parent who won't their fault, kind
Facts.
of. and and I don't subscribe to that. I don't subscribe to that. Um, for a bunch of different reasons. I know at least three cases where people have turned out good human beings because they parents gave them to their grandparents. They knew they weren't ready to be parents. They knew they was full of shit at the time.
Mm,
And
mm,
grandparent, whether the state was gonna take them and the grandparents stepped in, or the parents said, "Can you please take my kid?" So my kid got a chance. Like
mm-hmm.
that's people too a little bit. It's better than dropping all your bullshit on them, in my opinion. Um, so I just don't subscribe to the one that's gone got to be the bad one. I don't subscribe
Mm-hmm.
or the one. And honestly, the one like anything you around a lot, like the more you around something, the more it affect you, whether you want it to or not, whether you think it is or not.
Yeah.
So if you come up in a toxic place, like Like toxic is bad because, like, if we being honest, man, an absent parent can be replaced.
Don't give him too much right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I ain't trying
You
to
about to
be
die. You about to
like, and
die.
don't get it wrong. That don't get an absent parent no pass. Like, and it's gonna be some stuff. Like, regardless of if that parent is replaced or not, that at some point going to affect that person's life. But man, like toxic is poison. Toxic is poison,
Mm.
right? That mean
Yeah.
it's killing you. That mean it's killing you. I,
But it's like you said, man. So off to I'm about to go into what you saying. So to me, a comparison how, but hey, that's that. So for those that don't know, we're gonna go ahead and get into the show. We're gonna kick it off and start talking. All right. So for those that don't know, um, welcome back once again.
Bishop Joe.
Welcome back to Listen to Pleasure. You know, I'm your host Rob G with my co-host Mike V, the one and only. And so we're gonna let y'all know today. This is about to get real about two of the hardest quote unquote legacies our community carries, and that's the weight of toxic parents and the silence of absent ones. You know, the vice versa, the void. So which one leaves deeper scars? That's a question. And how do we start healing when the blueprint was broken from the beginning? You know what I mean?
Like, and
Stick
let me
around, get into it, and we're gonna have a good show, and we're gonna be honest. And you was probably about to say what I was about to say, but you go ahead, say what you
no,
about to
go
say.
ahead first.
Nope, I already know what you're about to say because I don't want
Okay.
to take it from you because you just mentioned it to me.
Let me say this first. Both of them bad.
Yeah,
Like, it ain't like I'm giving one of them a pass. And first and foremost, our community got to get back to wanting to make families and not just wanting to
ooh,
hump on each other and make babies.
yes,
That's first. Like let's not fool ourselves. Like, I'm not giving the process pass either. Cause you want to hump on goddamn it little Tay Tay at the after the club because you had too many mimosas. It's a human that got to deal with that now, and you have a responsibility.
yeah,
You should probably think about that before the mimosas. And Lil Tay Tay should think about that when he looking at you thinking, man, I just want to hit her.
yeah.
I don't even like her. I don't know her name. I just want to smash one time.
So
Lil
let's
Tay
go in.
Tay too.
Oh, my bad. Um, let's go in because I feel toxic. We could have a whole lot to say. You know what I mean? So let's go in and start off with the apps, like some of the key found, key things how the absent parent really affect or things from the absent side that create that void, that emptiness that haunts a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But let me let you have something on the absent side. You want to kick
I
off first to talk
mean,
about question or anything?
like, so it's one of them that people who know me might say, you don't understand it because most people know I had my mom and my daddy all the time. And
Yeah,
even after they split up, like my daddy just moved down the street. He was gonna take care of his kids. He was gonna be a part of our life. So, like a lot of people will think I would, but like,
JT, let me know if you want to get on, bro. I can send you the link.
what's up,
I
JT?
know this. I know this is a good one. You probably got a lot to speak on. We talking
But
about parenting, toxic and absent, and the voids and all that.
a lot of my friends grew up without parents, right? And then a
Yeah,
whole nother group of my friends grew up as or I ain't gonna say grew up, but as adults with single fathers and single mothers. Not just single mothers, single fathers and single mothers. I got like one, two, three, four, five friends that raised their kids from pretty much birth without their mama. Know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking from both sides. And one thing, like the one thing about an absent parent that's hard is the in and out. The worst is the in and out. Giving that kid hope, giving that kid hope that you're gonna step up and be a parent, giving that kid hope that they mean something to you, giving that kid hope, not allowing that kid to, because sometimes even if it's a parent, like sometimes you got to wash yourself away of people to be able to not get hurt by them, parent or not, right? So, like I think that in and out thing, like playing with their emotions, playing with their heart, is probably the hardest part of it. I think there's another aspect of it where when you don't have them, you feel like did they ever want you, and you don't feel wanted by that parent.
Mhm.
Um, and then there's always a longing of kind of like, am I like I am, or do I look like I look, and things of that nature because of that parent. And I think that's a whole long mental struggle that people have to go through. But I also think in the right environment, whether it's another person coming in and replacing it, or the other parent being so solid that it supersedes that feeling of absentee from the other parent. I think that's, I don't know if easier is the word, but it's, I think it would be a less strenuous situation to try to heal.
Yeah. Um. Good question, Jojo. I wanted to get to that a little later
Me too.
uh,
Me too. That's,
on the absent parent, but you brung it up, so I just give a little shotgun blast to it, and we'll get back to it. Why? It could be a million different reasons. Why did the let's go with some basics here. Like he said, it could have been a one night stand, and somebody lying to the other one, and or they never met. You know, it could be a whole lot of it could be a lot of reasons. We'll get into all that later. Sometimes it ain't always that absent parent fault. I just put it that way. Um, Dang, it was something you said I wanted to speak on, but I'm trying not to get back to that. But then you always got the my man all over the place trying to go what you were saying, what I had. But it's always the unanswered why. So let me just say that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the kid, the adult, or however through your whole life, is always the unspoken, yearning for the answer. And it always, I ain't gonna say always, often, it always turns into self blame. Like, what did I do, or what was with me that made that parent leave? So you know what I'm saying. That's when it calls uh the biggest harm, I would say, as far as the absent parent. You know what I mean? No,
so
great, 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 great thing. No, that's not absent. Living in two different households and doing whatever. You know what I'm saying?
no, no, no. Absent is you seen them at Christmas, and then the next time you gonna see them is like 3.5 years from now, on purpose, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I call absent. And and on purpose might be you go to prison because you keep putting yourself in position to go to prison. I ain't
Yeah.
giving that person no pass. You feel what I'm
Nope.
saying? Because you made a baby. Like I watched a bunch of my friends, and Derek included, change their lives soon as they started having kids because it ain't my life no more. Yup, salute to you, bro. Absolutely. I watched a lot of my friends do that because we were brought up that once you make a baby, your life don't belong to you no more. Your life belongs to the betterment of them kids. And you gotta sacrifice. You ain't necessarily gotta like the person you had kids with, but you gotta be a parent to them. You gotta learn how to parent. I think one of the biggest problems in our community is a lot of people know they ain't gonna be in relationships and they have babies.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should start making, soon as she knows she's pregnant, they should start having to take co-parenting classes. I think
I'm
DNA.
definitely gonna get on this with the
I
toxic
think
more than
I
absent,
think
but
I
for sure.
think DNA. I think DNA tests should be mandatory as soon as she go to the doctor
100,
to find
100%.
out she's pregnant, and then from that moment on, like we talk about parenting classes and in parenting classes when two people all lovey-dovey and shit,
Mm-hmm.
this shit sound great. As soon as they don't go together no more, the kid get left in the wind. The kid the one who suffer. And so like I believe you can avoid a lot of that bad from the beginning, making them start taking parenting classes and make them understand don't neither one of y'all mean more than the other one. The kid mean the most. But that's where a lot of times in our society, like it sound good till two people don't like each other no more.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the reality too. And don't get it wrong. I ain't here to bash neither sex because I'm not friends with some people who walked away from the chick just because she wouldn't be with them no more. And I'm also not friends with chicks who wouldn't let that nigga see the baby because he won't get her more after she put the white people in his business. And I don't want to be your friend either. He can't see his kid because he won't fund your holiday. No, I ain't really with. I'm fair on both sides of the board because at the end of the day, it's just about the kid.
You say sometimes the parents may not be able to be a good parent because they see themselves in you. I'm not making excuses for them, but hidden issues.
Now, that's a mental thing though, because I swear to God, like I want to be a better parent because I see myself in my kids. Like every mistake I ever made, like every wrong, every time I second guess myself and knew I should have did like I see myself, and that drive me to be a better parent, to lead them in the right direction by actual
Mm-hmm.
by example, not by talking about it. Like one thing in our community is adults just tell kids to listen to them. What, like kids don't have no voice, and sometimes adults be wrong. So
A
yeah,
lot of times.
that's a whole nother conversation. So, but like I watch a lot of videos about people with their kids and child support and custody cases and stuff. And like, why you keeping the kid from him? I'm trying to protect him. From what? He like to yell. What the fuck you just say? You just said this kid can't have a daddy because he like to raise his voice. I don't like. I'm kind of scared of men that won't raise their voice ever. I think you a serial killer, right? So I've I've seen people it's crazy to me that, and that's a great point by my wife. Like all of it generational curses, because a lot of it come from where we come from. We do it because they did it to us, and that's stupid, right? It don't make sense. It's like I beef with a lot of parents about this. You knew you grew up feeling a certain type of way about how you was raised, and you feel in your heart some of it was wrong or unjust, right? Why would you raise
Mm-hmm.
exactly the same? Like why? And then say, "Well, I went through it," or "It worked on me." It didn't. You still messed up. Like you ain't start getting your brain together till you were 43. Why? Why would you put your kid through that? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Then you, man, you turn a lot of stuff into parents start competing with each other. Like All right, hold on. Let's because that's part of the toxic part. That's part of the toxic.
Yeah,
But
okay, so back to the absentee part. Um, how can I put this in there? It's like
ooh, let me say
the
something real
the
quick.
super independency, the super I lost track of words. But it's like, the trauma the quick trauma response to where it's where they say you learning not to need anybody, you learning to be super independent, which is, you looking like you strong, but as they would say in actuality, it's a shield, what I'm saying, against, the fear of being let down. Um I can't go ahead, go what you say. I can't get it back to what I was trying to say at first, but go ahead.
So,
I
so
hate
I
when I
wanted
can't
to
get out
start with
exactly what I wanted to say.
I wanted to start with saying because of Derek's question. He's
Yeah.
into his questions. He said he feel like he ain't did enough. Until you, I promise you, if you posted it on your page, bro, like, and I want you to really understand what I'm saying. If you posted it on your page right now and asked people if they knew you didn't live with your kids, 90% of the people will say no. Till you just said that. That's being a daddy. That ain't being an absent parent. You know what I'm saying? Like people wouldn't even have known that if you didn't say that. Because they always with you. We see you, we see them.
Hmm.
It's keeping it a G, bro. Like, and I ain't pandering. I'm just calling a spade, bro. You are an example for how parents supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit. You are an example
Uh-huh.
of how parents supposed to be, bro. In a bunch of different ways, bro. In a bunch of different ways. And we done had a conversation about that before between me and you. So you know exactly like in a bunch of different ways, bro. That you like in the eyes of somebody who like got a real reverence for fathers, like you one of them people I talk about being a father, bro. Along with G from our Walker Village, my homeboy Tank, like you, my homeboy Truck, like when I talk about fathers, you one of them people I speak on, bro.
So here it is. I'm gonna let you read that. Just Google it and hit this real quick while you were speaking on that. Um, because I think this is the second time somebody said, "Did it come across?" All right, all right. So I asked, what is absent? The absent father. Can you read that, Mike? My eyes are burning a little bit. Let me get closer.
Two main types of absence: physical
Okay.
absence. This is the one we know. The parent who isn't there, maybe they left and never looked back. Maybe they're incarcerated. Maybe they're working three jobs just to keep the lights on and physically can't be present. The child experiences a literal, tangible, and void where that parent should be.
That's what it said for one. So what I mean, that's saying not being there, the whole
See,
shebang,
and
and
and,
then they
and I
had.
and I kind of can get that. Like during the course of like, because I don't want that to be diminished a little bit, right? That's a decent that's a decent explanation, but
And then they got this
and,
part, second part.
and to parents who out there working three jobs just to keep the lights on, like your kid might not understand it right now, and I know sometimes it's frustrating to you. Cause goddamn, I'm doing everything for you. I promise you there's gonna come a day when a light bulb gonna click. I promise you there's gonna come a day where the light bulb gonna click. Don't think they don't appreciate it, they just don't understand it. Cause they
Hmm.
12 and 13. But I
Yeah.
promise you there's gonna come a day where not only are they gonna appreciate you, but they're gonna love you more for it. They're gonna love you more for it.
Ooh, that's another one.
Emotional absence. This one is quieter, but just as damaging. This is a parent who's in the house, not in the room. They're checked out, distant, buried in their phone, their stress, their trauma, or their own struggles. Child is visible, but not seen. The child is provided for, not nurtured. It is presence without connection, and it leaves a unique kind of ghost in a child's life. Now, that's a whole nother zip up bag. Because a lot of us went through that. Because a lot of our parents didn't understand how to be there for us emotionally. A lot of our parents were taught by their parents. The job of a parent is just to pay bills and make sure this kid don't kill himself and that they go to goddamn school. So we not blaming y'all. We're not blaming y'all at all. But a lot of us suffer from this. A lot of us. And I'm going to tell you, I love my parents to death. They always with me. But man, that is the start of my mental health journey. That was the start of my mental health journey. Having to be able to look myself in the mirror and say 90% of my flaws come from when I was coming up. Like, and I ain't blaming it on no one person or no parent or like, because there was a lot of adults who played part in that. But it started at the crib.
Mm-hmm.
And in the house of 5 people, I love my brother, I love my sister. I felt like a loner. I felt like there was cousins that my parents rocked with harder than me and supported harder than me. Like, no, like honestly, like that literally was the start of my mental health journey 5 or 6 years ago. So that is a deep definition. That is deep, man.
Read this one, then we're gonna go back to your wifey comment.
Okay. So an absent parent isn't just a person who isn't there. It's a role that isn't filled. It's the lack of a guide, a protector, a mirror, a safe harbor. It's not hearing your name said with warmth. It's not having someone ask, "How was your day?" and actually listen. It's growing up with a phantom limb where your foundation should be. And sometimes the most painful absence is the one that happens right in front of you. Man, whoever put that together be talking. Just keeping it a buck. Just keeping it a buck.
Yeah, man. So
But
I
that
figured I'd
ties
put some of that stuff up there. But
to mental health because then we get never mind because Bishop Joe up here honored our mother and our father. Man, sometimes some of us supposed to ran away. What, man? I'm telling the truth. Right now, you will look at some kids' situations and be like, man, I wish I could buy a house for all y'all to live in. Well, y'all can, like, somebody actually care.
Yeah.
Keeping it a buck. Like, that's a. So when we talk about absent parents, we're talking about a spectrum from an empty chair to the full seat occupied by someone who emotionally miles away. Both leave a building their identity and unstable on unstable ground. Let's talk about what that does to a person and how we start to fill that space ourselves.
So that's like just going into a little bit about the absentee and the absent parent or whatever. Because some can
And let
have
me and let me
different
say
meanings.
this.
Go ahead.
Let me say this.
My eyes tripping tonight, bro.
After all that definition, man, toxic still seem bad, but it ain't as bad. Well, it ain't as worse. Absent can be
Yeah.
horrible because you will
Yeah.
spend your whole life looking for validation from a person. Fuck. That is a bar. You will spend your whole life looking for validation from people who will never give it to you. who will never give it to you, who don't care to give it to you. And it's your
Man.
objective to make them people love you. Shit, that'll break my heart.
Ah!
Yeah, that'll break my heart.
Yeah.
Woo! Man, that's what we do this for, though. Like that's what we do that for. But yeah, that'll break my heart if I'm being honest. Like, man, that's a story. That is a story. Like,
Yeah.
and on some real shit, because of how we come up in our culture,
Yeah.
and you had both your parents. What is you complaining about? Nah, man, them people was just in the house.
Sometimes that could be the worst shit ever. Okay, because that opens to a lot of junk. What if they're abusive to each other? What if they, there's a whole lot of other shit.
And not man, like, and I know people who like your kid growing up under his like with your grandparent raising them. While it's commendable, you know what that do to your kid? Hey,
You know,
living with that
like,
old person and learning them old ways when they 12 and 13 and
listen, I was just about to talk about it on another way, like, having to grow up too fast. We know where you got to care for siblings or oneself, or you got the grieving parent that is getting over trauma, whether or a relationship or something. You know what I mean? So being the parents there, shit, man, so many different. Being there, like you say, man, being there, you still could be absent. You know what I'm saying?
like, but a big part of that is it's a lot more people who look at having kids as a burden than as a blessing.
Man, it's always a blessing.
It's a lot more people who think they kids in the way and not leading the way. Like I'm a way better human because I had kids. I'm a way better human being. And the main reason is I wanted to show my son how to be a man and show my daughter how men's supposed to treat her. And that come with being the type of man that you want your son to be and the type of man you want your daughter to date. I became a better human because I got kids. So, and I fell into a lot of this conversation we having, the child support conversation, being absent for some years, because of that absence, doing some toxic shit. So I'm not judging nobody. Cause guess who? The only person who's people who suffered in that shit, my kids. I was goofy as hell. I try to apologize to them as much as I can. Cause no matter how goofy their mama is, I I made them. Like my full focus supposed to be them. That's it. And she can be
Mhm.
you want to. Cause I made babies with them. That's like you gotta eat that. You made babies with the goofy broad. You gotta eat that.
Yeah. So let's switch over. We talking about that. Let's switch over to some of the toxic stuff for parents. We could go into some of the basic things like in a negative way, the generational, curse and forces. Because we was talking about this in different ways. Like I said earlier, because I went through this, you got to go through it, or because I went through it, so will you. Using your old tradition to justify like outdated shit, abuse, discipline, life lessons, uh, 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 um, abuse in all different types of ways,
I
physical, or like. Go ahead. You was about to say something. Let you talk.
I like so toxic, like it's a bunch of stuff because their parents don't like their kids just because the other parent like the kid.
Or like JoJo said earlier, you see the daddy in them, so now you mad at the kid because he remind them of the daddy. The fuck? Um. Also, you saying,
Oh, I wanna touch on something because I saw it, but then we got to read, and I did want to make
I
sure.
was about to get to this one, but go ahead. Matter of
No,
fact,
no,
I'm gonna
no.
copy it.
Like
Go ahead.
the absentee parents. Why are you questioning you? The comment by my wife, and on the
Oh
flip
yeah,
side, you at times put the blame on yourself, and in some cases, overcompensate with your own kids trying to prove you different. All of that is still part of the mental health thing you got to get over because when you feel like your parents ain't do enough,
yeah.
sometimes you don't ever think you can do enough, no matter what you do, and you overcompensate 1,000 times. Some, some
Mm,
sometimes it's hard to let your kids go because of that. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like so, it's
mm.
absolutely a thing. It's absolutely a thing. Like, and I believe also, and we'll talk about this, and then we can move on to toxicity.
What do you think?
I believe that there's a true connection between absent parents and kids wanting to have kids early and become parents. I think there's a connection to that, especially a lot of times,
Yeah, because they trying to fill the void that they was missing.
and a lot of times there are multiple kids in the house, and one of them kids got to kind of be the parent so the other parent can go to work, right?
Yeah, that's toxic. Excuse my bad. I seen that question, but go ahead.
Right, and then as soon as that kid become the parent to the younger ones, like you got all the responsibilities of being a parent. You get in trouble all the time for what other kids do, but I also like I'm only doing it under the guise of somebody else. When I make my own family, I can do it my way. I got to do the job anyway.
Man,
I want to know who is my daddy, and you never told. Is that toxic? I I think anything I think anything that prevent kids from having two parent households is toxic. Outside of somebody passing away,
ah,
like
I
like
I can
kids is
disagree with that a little bit on certain scenarios, and I give
I,
you one.
82 and 12. I ain't never said this on this podcast, so I'm gonna say it right now. If I give you a pie, it's 12% sweet potato and 88% shit, that's a shit pie, bro. Like it's exceptions to every rule in the history of rules, right? But for the most part, for the most part, like if like I mean, don't get it wrong. There are numbers with single fathers that's close to two parent households, but it's still optimal to have two parents. A kid to get the balance of the
Now,
feminine
I was
and
just speaking of anything that when you say anything that shit, I forgot how you said it, but basically that
anything that take away a two parent household from a kid. Because nine
yeah,
times out of ten, if a kid don't have a two parent household, that's some goofy shit between two adults.
yeah, but sometimes
And if
in the certain,
and if
certain
he was
situations it's crazy. You
and
got
if,
to remove yourself from it for the sake of the kid, yourself, and everybody else. So
yeah,
it
but
ain't.
did the sit was the did you really analyze the situation before you made the kid?
Sometimes shit changes though.
No,
You
no, no,
may
no,
be
no. I will totally agree with that. But did you truly analyze
you may have,
it? Okay. Now,
but
again,
some people change, and like you say, it's very slim. Some people change as whether they put on the front in the beginning or they just truly changed over the
no, no,
years.
no, no,
They changed. You know what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no.
So now you got this
Sometimes,
crazy motherfucker that was sweet as ever in the beginning.
sometimes the lesser of two evils is y'all got to be apart from each other. That don't mean it still ain't good for the kids in no way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, it's still a bad situation for the kids. And like, as it pertains to toxic versus absence, I think, again, I don't want no kids to grow up without no parent. But I think the earlier the absence happen, the easier it is to fulfill that void. Once you get to know that parent and all that, it get real sticky.
Yeah,
Like, I think
anything you get attached to.
yeah. Like, so, but I also think it's toxic, like to willingly know you putting a kid in a one parent situation. I don't give a fuck which parent it is.
Especially when the other parent is a good parent and you know what I'm saying?
And that's like part of the toxicity, like the worst part of the toxicity is kind of the lies. Because a kid grow up thinking one thing about the other parent. And then when the kid find out that parent, like those stories ain't true, like the kid start blaming himself for how he felt about that other parent.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's like sometimes I be thinking some of them scripted videos of people, Mom, I met my daddy and this, that, and the third. But it was one video where the lady was like, well, he did something to me. So why would you still be talking to him?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
You and him, I got half of who I am is him. What do you mean? Why would I still be talking to him? Like, stuff like that, like those agendas got to come out the window. But I think the only way those agendas go, because like sex was so emotional, bro. Like people just be humping on people just to be humping on people and making litters of babies. Like it's a battle rapper named Danny Myers. That man literally happy that he got 17 kids. He like my age. Like, what the, like, why are you trying to make a litter? What the hell? Like, why would you want to make babies all over the world for the sake of making babies all over the world? If you ain't
that's what I was trying to say too, Vonda. I was getting into that because like you said, the situation with them together, toxic, they fighting, they do, and then when they split and they co-parenting, everything's smooth. That's a way better situation for the child, for them, and everything. Everybody cool.
No, there are exceptions to the rule. I have literally watched people have like, I ain't gonna say I seen the conversation, but soon as them people broke up, they won't lie when they said they had a conversation. Like but leading up to the breakup, they was having conversations for weeks on how they was gonna parent. They never had a problem. Like there was never, like, the only thing that kid knew was that they parent ain't live together no more. Like, it was seamless without going to the court. But that's two people who focused on the kid first. How many situations do we see that where them people are focused on the kid first? Especially into like, fuck. And ladies, I swear to God, I'm not picking on nobody. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Especially today where they incentivize breaking up the family for the woman.
Oh yeah, that's facts. That's yeah.
You can literally say, you can step on her shoes and mess up her all white Air Force One. She'll put your ass out and go take out child support and get a check, nigga. Me and my kids gonna be good. We don't need you. Yeah, but all the money you getting come from me. Now I can't be a daddy, and I don't even care about the money. But now somebody else tell me when I can be a daddy, so I can't just surprise my son at school because he had a good week with a couple dollars and make him feel prouder than all the other kids. Because
and then the whole time you telling them I ain't shit, I ain't no good, I ain't around because I gotta work, do extra shit to take care of y'all, but you tell them I don't do shit.
Like in the perfect, like Vonda, I swear to God, in the perfect world, we would have parenting classes where parents ain't beefing. It's just about co-parenting. He don't care who she's smashing. He don't care. She don't care who he's smashing. All they doing is making sure my kid good when they in your care. You doing what's best for my kid. You doing what's best. But man, we come from a community where somebody mama done told her, girl, you know he work a good job at Marvin Made. You better go get that money. Man,
That's the first thing they talk about too.
Like we
What do you do? Not how he feel, how he make you feel, what you like about him. What do you do? How much money he make? That's the first thing.
Like it, and that's what the kids suffer. Like that's what the kids suffer. And it's a whole another group of men in this generation, right? Where like the woman do all the working and he stay at home and play the game all day. But the woman also the man of the house too. So like, she can treat the kids bad a little bit. And I got a mentee that's like this, and I love him to death. She can treat the kids bad, and he won't say nothing because if he do, he'll end up homeless. So he's just as bad for them as her. Because he know he's supposed to step in, but he terrified to. Man, don't nobody gloves on. Gloves off, man. I see it like I literally be seeing it all, and all I be caring about is the kids. And to hear a mama who get food stamps for a kid tell a kid, "You can't eat in my house," huh?
Yep, you're right. That's where it all comes from. It's always about the money.
But because we in these United States of these Americas, goddammit, that's why. Because somehow you can be a cornball piece of shit human being. If you got some money, you're gonna have more friends than the most solid human being.
To me, on that part, JoJo, it depends on what it is. Like if you got, like you say, if you got that toxic family like we spoke of earlier, you fighting, y'all this, you're an absent parent. Granted, you in the house, but you the absent parent, y'all in your phone, y'all don't pay no attention. But you split. Now when he get attention from you, when you with his mom, you calling, you talking to him, you checking on him, blah blah blah. She pay him attention more, and then when vice versa, now he at your house more, she give him more attention. So actually, he's gaining more parent love, more structure, more everything, except for a family environment which he didn't have anyway. Basically, when he was with you, he was in goddamn on Royal Rumble 3 and everything else. So he just missing the family aspect of it. But actuality, when you split, he got two parents compared to having none. So in that situation, the split came off better for
him. And like a lot of time, like see, like we and that's why I talk about taking your time and just not be humping on people to be humping on people. Because a lot of times, like the reality is two people ain't supposed to be together. And ain't nothing wrong with that. One of the biggest problems is, though, by the time they realize that it's a baby on the way, they took the time to actually know if this is a human being. Because, like, here's the reality. Mm-hmm. And I said this to somebody today or yesterday or something. We got to start teaching people that every time you do the grown up, a baby can come from that. We talk about diseases. Some of them diseases you can get a shot and it'll be gone in some days, bro. You make a baby, you kind of locked into one of y'all ain't here no more, right? Unless you a piece of something, right?
Yeah.
Good, bad, and indifferent, you locked into something. So one of y'all not here no more. That's and don't get it wrong, I don't want my pee burning either, but that's way scarier to me to be locked. You locked in with the other parent and all that for years. Like my son getting married next year.
Yeah.
Pretty sure his mama gonna even want to be around. I gotta start preparing myself for that today. that I gotta sit in a room with her and act cordial and shit? Cause I ain't gonna fuck my nigga day up, right? Cause we know better. We grown ups. But I promise you, the whole time I'm there, I'm gonna be seeing buses hit her in the face, or her like, man, I loathe that human. But I did that. So I can't make them something for it. What we talking about?
Yeah.
Like like co-parenting. Like it's only supposed to be about the kids, and that's the part of human beings that make it bad. Like whether it's about the relationship or any of that. Because sometimes toxic parenting ain't about the relationship.
Nope.
Sometimes it's a jealous parent that don't want to see their kid do better than they did.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a parent that want the best looking in their face, having a kid that's a stunner,
Mm.
and they don't like it.
Mm.
Sometimes it's a parent that's a little overweight, having a kid without a weight problem.
Woo.
Sometimes it's a parent that rode a short bus from Newsom Park to Newsom Park, having a kid that could be valedictorian. Man, telling you what God loves. Like it's parents that's jealous of their kids. Let's not fool ourselves with that. And if you don't believe that, you're a crazy person.
You better bet it.
That's first. So sometimes toxicity ain't about the relationship between the two parents.
Okay,
Sometimes
let's see.
it's between the parent and the kid.
Most people don't even have conversations about the growing up structure part or having a child. Woo, people waiting till the child's here. And then there's so much conflict about raising the child
And
because there was never a conversation in the beginning. Facts in the
you
date
you
stage.
you ain't know she was a Jehovah Witness before you put a baby in her. Now
Yeah.
y'all beefing about what religion y'all kid gonna have.
Yeah.
What? Man.
And at the end of the day, somebody got to choose. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
got to
man.
choose.
You feel them?
So
But those are the conversations we should be having before we
yeah,
decide we humping on baby making levels.
yeah.
Uh, man. But like
So it
again,
says, viewers, in your opinion, which is the hardest legacy to overcome in adult life? The critical voice of a toxic parent in your head, or the silence of an absent one? Mm.
honestly, I think it depends on which one you grew up with. Now, if you grew up with both, that's tough. Like
Yeah.
I salute you for being this far. You know what I'm saying? Being honest. But I think most people grew up with one or the other.
And the thing is also, it depends on what you hold on to a lot too. You
I
know what
can
I'm
go for that.
saying? It's what you hold on to. Um, yeah, man, because the absent voice of somebody. But like you say, I could have here's like we talked about this the other day. Here's I could have never had my dad, never met my dad, so I don't miss him because I had Mr. So and so that was my dad. You know what I'm saying? So I never got to miss a dad. And actually, Mr. So and so may be a better dad than my dad anyway. So
So and shout out to my brother. Um, and he my brother. Yeah, like you know me my whole life. You never heard me call him nothing other than my brother. But
yeah,
my daddy met my mama, he was 6 months.
yeah,
Like most
yeah,
people don't know that because he claimed him from day one, and by the time he was old enough to talk, the first words was dad, dad, and that's the man he knew. Like he'd been his daddy his whole life. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah,
So that's part of the reason I know that an absent one could be replaced because I literally watched my daddy step up and do it without question and without wanting no kudos for it or nothing. That's just my son. That's what come with being with a woman who got a son. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Uh-huh.
who daddy ain't there. And he never made my brother feel no way about it. My brother will tell you that. My brother and my daddy were kind of like, my brother will tell you my daddy was his best friend. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what we talking about? Like, what we talking about? Like, and that's part of why I know an absent one can be replaced. But I also know that there's gonna be some questions and things of that nature as well. It ain't just, oh shit, he gone. It's like, if unless you hiding the fact, like, oh no, I'm your biological one. But if you tell them, I believe it'll be some type of mental thing, just because I think it's a nature thing. Like, even if it's just, and it might be a good thing. I'm thankful that the motherfucker gave me up. You gave me to somebody with a good life. Like, we always talk about the bad parts, but there's some good shit to it too, right?
Yeah.
But like, I think if you grew up in a toxic situation, cause see now, and I say that because if I really think about it, I know people who did come up in the situation with both. One person was silently, they had both parents. One of them was silently absent, like presently absent, and one of them was toxic as hell. And
Hmm.
it's hard. Yeah, yeah, like, if I really think about it, I know a few people like that. Like, again, and we touched on that. Sometimes absence ain't being gone. Absence is not being present. That's a big difference.
Yes.
It's a song that our parents used to listen to when we was kids, right? You ready? Your
Mm-hmm.
body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town.
Well, it ain't the truth.
Man, like,
It ain't the truth.
hey yo, I told y'all we gonna get the gospel lights back together. Y'all get us up to y'all get us up to 1,000 followers. I'm gonna make the gospel lights come out. Rest in peace, Lord. I'm gonna make the gospel lights come outside. We're gonna sing Silent Night for y'all one time.
You gotta get Uncle Calvin up there.
When he sings, that is hilarious. That is hilarious. To pass, I think both, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because I think, especially if you like absent, not present, I think I think the mental anguish that you can put on a person about, like, the vigor, like wondering why you left them, could in turn make it easier for them if, when parenting get a little rough for them to walk away. But I also think uh like toxic is poison, and it's hard. Like, a lot of the toxic traits that we deal with when we was little, like, because we had friends that was going through stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? We ain't know it was
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, we didn't know it was that bad. Like, Michael Beasley, Michael Beasley tell a story like, man, most of the friends I hung around had roaches. So I go to, now, I ain't realized there was something wrong with roaches till I went to somebody's house who didn't have roaches.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about that, and then he was like 15.
Okay, hold
Like,
on. We got some comments. I've been missing the thing. Yeah. Oh, your wife laughing at the song. Let's see what JoJo said. Uh, you say toxin is a poison, and one thing about a poison, it would kill. Facts. We said this earlier. But I want to know why are sex what are sexual without God in your life? So you asking why are you sexual without God in your life? One, that's if a person don't believe in their religion. You know what I'm saying? That's one.
yeah,
Everybody not religious. That's the first thing.
man,
Um,
are you looking at these videos that's on TV? Man, these people is Freaky Friday, man. Like, there's people doing all types of stuff. It's kind of hard to not, like, all they do is, like, in this world, Joe, Bishop, all they do is push sex on everything. Like it's tied to everything. It's kind of hard to keep them. Man, they literally have commercials in the middle of kid TV shows for 79-cent Viagra pills, bro. Like, like it's kind of hard to get away from it. And people need God in their life, whether they having sex or just living.
Yeah, Jessica said, I think that it has to be explained to children that their experience of their parents is not the same experience that the parents have with each other. Yeah, even if everything on the up and up, it's go ahead, Mike. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
Oh no, I wanted you to finish. Go ahead.
Because one, it should be totally different anyway, because you are the child. So your experience should be totally different. Just off of GP, you ain't gonna have a lot of the adult experience and pressure we gonna have with each other. So that changed the experience already there. You ain't got to worry about this $2,500 mortgage and we show it and you know what I mean, just shit like that. So just basic little shit. But that's good though. That's what it's supposed to be. Um, I just hate when parents down the other. Even here's one that's big because a lot of people say, um, "Well, I don't down my kid. I don't down my child's other parent in front of them." Yeah, but you allow your whole family to do it. You allow the other people you deal with, like that's worse than you fucking doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it be shit like that be crazy too. So
Like to me, one of the things I don't
my
understand,
bad. Somebody text me something. Man, get on the show. I sent you the code.
like
Texting
one
me about the show. Good night, Vaughn. I see you say good night. Good night.
yeah, good night, Vonda. Uh one of the one of the things that I think has to be first is that the the adults should let the kids make their own decision about the parents, whether they in the house, out the house, any of that. Like talking down on that other parent, and I fall victim to it. My kid's grown now, so fuck that lady. But I fell victim to it, like because sometimes you super emotional, but it didn't help my kids. It didn't help the situation or none of that, right?
Yeah.
And as you mature, like you gotta know where you harming a process, whatever process that is. You ain't do nothing but set the process back. Because at the end of the day, I think no matter how we feel about the person we made a baby with today, we want the situation to be better unless that person done something so egregious that like you feel like it cannot be fixed. Even if it's just to be better so the kids don't have to stress about it. If you any type of parent to me, like sometimes you will give up on even trying with the other parent, and I ain't doing it because I don't necessarily want to deal with you, but it's more toxic trying to deal with you for the kid than anything. Um, and then I just think like we gotta stop letting relate like whether kids involved in that as human beings. I guess I get it because some people dishonest, right? So relationships end because of dishonesty. But we gotta stop having relationships end with two people hate each other. Like why we what when you realize they won't gonna work, why y'all ain't have a conversation and leave it amicable so that I don't feel no weird ass way when I'm walking through Wawa trying to get coffee. Like you feel what I'm saying? Cause I seen you. Like we like because and that's a big part of it. Like, but that's a whole nother part of doing your homework before you get into these full-fledged relationships with people. Because you ain't know them and you got people telling them that they a liar and they really ain't a liar. You turn that person into what you want.
No question.
And now that you know them and they ain't what you want them to be, they a liar. No, you a liar. You lied to yourself. You the worst type of liar because you lied to yourself. Woo! Say that again. That's fire. I don't know who. I don't know who that Robert Gurley guy is, but that's fire right there. So many
Yeah,
people, no, because so many people think healing is about forgetting, and it's not. It's about accepting. It's about being
yeah.
able to deal with it. Like it's not about forgetting. I swear to God, if you think that you can heal, you ain't gonna heal till you forget it. You ain't gonna never heal. And I
Yeah,
swear,
because you ain't gonna never forget it. And like you said, it's about accepting it. It is what it is, and now you know what I mean.
no, that is a bar right there. That is, man, you supposed to put the little dash beside that, like you was goddamn it, one of them people who wrote back in the 1600s. Goddamn, that is a bar.
Yeah,
Like
man.
it, but so many people is all or nothing, right?
Yep.
Even in every aspect of life, it's all or nothing. If I still forget it, if I still remember it, then I can't be healed from it. What? What? I'm healed from it because I remember it and it don't drive me crazy or make me feel no type of way. Or
It ain't the center stage. It don't control shit. It don't run shit.
and like but again, these are the things like we gotta pass down to our kids because like so many of our kids grow up thinking I gotta forget it or I ain't healed. And if you explain it to them in a way, man, I promise you, it'll be easier for them. And what took us to 35, like, I it I probably was 24, and I'm guessing when the first iPhone came out. Man, we on the iPhone 2012. God damn it, 40 of them shits. Every one of them better. Like if we can get better with all that shit, why we can't get better? The better, like putting this information out early and getting better with it earlier, so that the next generation got 50 years worth of living a good life, and not 20 years worth of living a good life.
Yeah.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and that go back to that toxicity shit where you really don't want to see the next generation be better than you. I don't know how an animal cannot want to see the next generation thrive. That's what it's about. My
Yeah.
my my son having sons that's gonna carry on my last name. Shit mean everything in the world to me. It's about my bloodline. It's about carrying it on for me, bro. Like like my daddy last name gonna carry on. That means something powerful to me, bro. And
Yeah.
we supposed to be wanting to leave legacies, and how can we like dump all this bullshit on our kids and leave legacies? Like it just don't make sense. Woo. Finish this sentence. You go first. Finish this sentence. My healing, my healing really began when I finally understood that.
It's a it's a couple things, but I always say this. It's simple, but when you think about it, it means a lot. When I really start understanding that not everybody have the same understanding. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. So that allows you to know. Because a lot of shit, if you think about it, it'll really mean nothing to you if you realize sometimes people just don't get it. They just don't understand. They're not educated enough in that subject or in life, or that's you know what I mean. They just don't understand. Sometimes people just don't
That's
understand, and you can't make them. You know what I'm saying? So when you realize some people don't have the same understanding, that's what it means. If you know better, you will do better. Sometimes they just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So when you realize everybody don't have the same understanding, man, and if you can overstand, understand that, whatever way you want to use it, it'll make you look at a lot of things different, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I can go
Because
first.
everybody come with this stupid ass saying, "Oh, each one teach one," and you supposed to do that. That's the biggest false statement because We know our people, as soon as they get some information or they know something, the first thing they want to do is throw it in your face to let you know they smarter than you and you don't know shit and you ain't on this level. But that ain't the purpose of it. I thought it was each one teach one. You ain't teaching me by down to me to let you know you smarter than me and I don't know shit. What is you teaching me?
And you ain't smarter than me. You're just more informed on this one subject.
Oh,
But
this
that's
there you go.
It's a whole nother conversation.
Yep.
Sometimes.
But go ahead. Let me let you finish the sentence.
My healing really began when I finally understood that me showing up won me battles that my hands didn't have to touch people on. Like, I realized my presence, my personality, who I am, is bigger than I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
that's what I'm talking about in the comments. Let's come on with it. Y'all answer that in the comments too. But
all that puffing my chest out, daring you to try me so I ain't gotta do that. Most people don't want no problem with you anyway. You fighting a battle in your head more than you doing stuff to people. People actually think you're a pretty cool dude. Stop doing that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, my healing started when I felt like I ain't had to fight all the time to make people see me. I was already in the room.
hey, listen, this right here is a lot of when you hear the spirit of rejection. And listen, man, I could go on a whole nother show off of this one. That rejection and that ultra tough spirit that everybody like they wish a motherfucker would. That type of attitude and spirit, but that rejection. Go ahead. I could talk for days on that one. Go ahead.
I'm proud of you, baby. Like, she's speaking from her real experience. She wanted to fix it on her own. Like, I'm proud of you, baby. Like, and that's one of the things that heal people is having people in your circle that support you through journeys, bro. Like we make and I think a lot of people in our culture done feel victim to this. And if you're being honest, like, you can lie to me, you can't lie to yourself. Like, I know coming up, we made fun of people who thought about committing suicide and shit like that. It wasn't an actual thing till we got grown and understood what it was. Like, but those same people, if they had a support system around them, like, might still be here today, right? Like, a lot of your healing start when you feel safe enough to tell people you think you got a problem without feeling like them people gonna judge you. Because, and Jay, I'm gonna speak on it. I love you, bro. Man, I got a circle. Like, bro brought me into a circle. It's about 5 of us. And like y'all know, my mental health was, I don't believe in that. And like, them people used to, like, man, you talking about knock down, drag out 3-hour arguments about it. Like, nah, bro. And like, they put me in a space where I could say, you know what, I think something is going on. And they didn't start laughing at me and shit. They actually said, man, going down that journey. And I'm forever grateful. Like, I literally, one of the bros, I ride past his house all the time. Anytime I see him, I blow my horn. It's like a parade going on. And then I just text him and tell him I love him. Because when my pop passed, like, bro, just a dude that I played football with up until that point. He didn't even know my pop passed. He didn't see me at the field a couple weeks. He just, first real conversation, he just jumped in my inbox and checked on me. What's up, bro? We ain't seen you in 2 weeks. What's up? You all right? That shit meant the world to me. And that's my brother now. I think I'll do something to you about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, one of the healing processes is having people around you that'll allow you to heal and make you understand that it's a good thing to fight your journey and walk your journey. And we don't have that a lot. But we got a conversation for that too.
Yeah, let you know you got that support in that community behind you. That's huge. I'm gonna end up cutting it short. I've been trying to fight it since we got on here, man. I've been getting my nose congested. I'm about to pop some Alka-Seltz and some motion. I don't know how I feel.
Percocet. Marley Percocet. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I feel crazy. But you know, on the most serious note, to trying to wind it down, you know, whether it was the vibes of the void, that pressure of emptiness, it really has shaped you. I'm talking to everybody, like whether you want to hide it, deflect it, defense mechanism, or whatever. But it doesn't have to define you. You know, the work is all in untangling your story for your own, so you can write your next chapter and you can move on. And then, you know, that's a solo journey that you don't, like we just said, you don't have to make alone. That's why we're here in this quote unquote community that we talk about for a reason. As we just said, each one help one.
Listen, man, enough of y'all know me and know I love to talk. Man, we can have the conversations if you want a journey, whether it's a parenting journey, whether it's your own personal mental health journey. Man, I ain't never too far for a conversation, man. For listening ear. Like sometimes a conversation is just somebody listening to you pour it out. I had one of those with one of my mentees today. And like,
what's the name of the show? Listening pleasure, man.
like,
you know what I'm saying?
It's huge. Like, if we want to see us win, we got to get back to when black people were proud to be black people and to be amongst black people. Like,
I gotta start killing the egos and all the super bad, everybody tough, or everybody rich, or everybody macho. What happened to the regular folks, man? That's when we was doing good, when we had a bunch of regular folks.
I walked in the store and literally said to them, probably like 7 black people in the store. I spoke, don't nobody speak. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. When I was grown, I grew up when black people like black people. Yeah. Like, and we was proud to see black people somewhere. And man, what the hell? And for anybody in our generation, right? When it comes to these, I think they call them YNs. I call them young dudes because I ain't gonna subscribe to that, right? If you was little bang 'em up Smurf on the streets in your 20s, and then you telling me in your 40s you scared of the little youngest on the street, Rum Nitty slogan. And if you don't know what Rum Nitty slogan, go look it up. I'm telling you, y'all people crazy. I wish I would listen. Man, them people is younger than my kids. You telling me you'll try to beat up anybody who come around here and try to get $10 because this is my block, and now somebody that's 15 run you away from them? I'm scared to go back down there because of the white. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, you. Yep, I'm talking about you.
Yeah, man. He said the news and social media, man, these are public actions. Listen, man. As Trump say, the fake news, social media.
I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing. Kids walk up on each other now. They don't remember we was young. You tried to get Shorty phone number. They walk up on each other and say, "What's your Instagram?"
What's your Instagram? But I seen a thing on that though. Here in the old school gay game, because your Instagram give me way more access to you than your phone number. your Instagram. I know you pretty much for those that post their real life on there, posting their kids, their family, your phone number. I gotta wait till you answer the Instagram. I see how you move daily, because most of the YNs they post all day, every day, what they doing when they go eat, when they get out the shower, when they wake up. You know they posting everything. So now I got access to you crazy.
I don't want that much access to you that fast.
But I'm just saying, is it to flip the coin to it? That's how we looking at it, but that's how so many people are able to catch people. People pull up on your kid in school. How many people like we talked about before? How many what there's family in that? Like our older generation, they can tell you about some cousins. They don't even know kids. They can speak on them like they know everything they going on. Never met them people a day in their life. You know what I'm saying? All through social media, make you feel like people. You have way more access.
Yeah, social media. You might get to know them through social media, right? And then you like them because of their social media pictures and posts and shit like that, right? And then they talk and then they talk like this and they breath smell like they just drank a 40 ounce of Mountain Dew. Man, I'm cool on that.
Now I get what you said, Pops, but I had to hit you with that line because, like you said, I know you was talking about bringing in boundaries and that, but your boundaries are spiritual religion. What if somebody have a different spiritual or different religion or different thing background? So you say, how can I forgot it was something about sex and without God or whatever. And I was like, what if they don't believe in your God or what if they don't believe in it?
Yeah.
How you saying it about the sex? So that's null and void right there.
What if the God that they serve is Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and humping on people?
Yeah. So I dig what you're saying, but that just opened up to one's belief, and that goes back to what I said. Basically, what I said, you gotta understand. Everybody don't have that same understanding. So you know what I'm saying. When you start seeing it like that, because how many religions? You got the Jehovah, like you said, we talked about Jehovah Witnesses earlier. You got the Moors, you got the Muslims, you got the, so I'm about to get ready to wrap it up.
Yeah, that's a discussion.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. If you joined us, if you commented, thank you, Bishop Joe. It's always a pleasure to have you. Your wisdom. Thank you, my wife. Thank you.
Boom. Here it is. I'm gonna see how we can set it up. Pops, you might be our interview, our guest Tuesday. That might be our guest Tuesday. We're looking for somebody to interview or something to do Tuesday, so I get with you and see what you got going on, how you want to do it. If we want to sit down and do one in person and then air it, or how we want to do that. But you might be our first interview. If we sit down and do it, we'll talk. We'll reach out. But go ahead, my bad, Mike.
Oh no, that's definitely. I think
it's a positive way to.
I think the Bishop Joe interview being first would be dope, simply because he your daddy, so of course he influenced your life, but man, he had just as much influence on mine.
Shit, a lot in the East End,
and I tell people all the time, like, I know sometimes Rooks might not think I like him, but between my pop, JoJo, and Rooks, it's a reason why I didn't go to the penitentiary, because I knew better. Because them people was determined to give it to me. And I talk about it all the time. I talk about it all the time. Like I call him Bishop now out of respect, but you know I can call him JoJo. Like I was one of them
Yeah.
kids. You know what I'm saying? I one of them kids. Like I
Yeah,
call
no
him
question.
Bishop out of respect because of what he means to my life. Like you know what I mean? Because like yeah, that's a dope one. That's a dope one.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so I'm ready for that one. It's long overdue. It's long overdue. So we definitely gonna sit that one out. And for your beneficial joint, Pops, I even make it a special one. We could kick it off on the Sunday for you. You know what I'm saying? Um, I could just do a little. We could just do a little light open talk Tuesday, whatever, and we could set it off Sunday for sure. Whether we sit down in person or
Yeah,
have.
I'm
So
with
we'll
you.
definitely talk. We'll definitely talk about that.
Get some wings.
Yeah, that'll be a good one, man. That one could go forever.
And I don't know why your brothers keep trying to duck this smoke. At some point, y'all gonna have to get up here and have that conversation, bro. You called me earlier today, man. Stop ducking the smoke. Come have the conversation, man. Y'all brother love is a conversation that people need to talk about in the hood. Man, I swear to God, can't nobody never say they heard the girly brothers fell out with each other. And that don't mean y'all ain't had disagreements and all types of shit. But y'all real brothers, the way they supposed to be. Like, that's a conversation for people, bro. Like, all y'all in y'all 40s. Ain't never, fuck him, ain't never talking to Rob no more. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's real. But it come from how y'all came up and how y'all was determined to stay together. And JoJo, the antithesis of it, man. That's a real conversation, bro. Tell your brother stop ducking and smoke.
That might be an interview we might have to set up with you, man. We might have to set a round table up, man. Get a friend from each of you, Joe, and somebody else, or maybe just you and Joe, and y'all interview the girly brothers. That'll be dope.
Yeah, what?
That'll be dope.
No, absolutely. What?
I like that.
Because I don't think y'all get enough credit. I don't think Junior get enough credit for his service. I don't think you and Derek get enough credit for how y'all move with these kids for the last close to 20 years, bro. And if we're going to spotlight other people, I'll pat you on the back if you want to pat your own self on the back. Because that's what we got to start doing as a community. We got to start making people feel good for doing good stuff. We keep giving money to people who come home from prison. We won't even say thank you to people who coach our kids. Y'all ought to be ashamed. Y'all ought to be ashamed. You gave that nigga some free Jordans and $5,000. He went to prison for 10 years, nigga. This man been out here coaching his son and making sure he getting to school and some more. All right, man, we got to end before I get on their ass. Stop playing with me.
Man, I like them 2 episodes though. Pops joint, the girly guys interview. I want that girly joint to.
At some point,
I got an idea. The girly brother interview could be
JoJo too, man. We gotta.
Man, I'm trying to listen. I've been trying to get Rooks on.
I can get him. I just ain't reached out to him.
Yeah, we just had to go sit down. I ain't got him hitting the link to get known. We're gonna have to sit down in person with him.
No, absolutely. He gonna want to know everything that's gonna come out, and I ain't got no problem with that. At some point, I'm gonna reach out to Junior and Nate and Chris. That's a conversation. I think their story would inspire the world.
Yeah.
But that's a conversation for Saturday. As y'all can see, man, we really into the podcast bag. Like, listening pleasure gonna get better from week to week. It's gonna be more content. It's gonna be more like we're gonna start running some type of contest. We going to start putting out merch. If you already subscribed, you're gonna get a piece of merch for free. Because We love y'all. We do this for y'all. Like I sit here for hours on Tuesdays for the 30, 40 of y'all who come in here every week to say what up. I feel like y'all think I'm a star, and I'm a star for y'all ass.
Yeah, man. So we really do truly appreciate y'all. We're gonna figure out ways to. I like the subscribers, so we'll probably go through and pick random 4 or 5 subscribers. Probably put some names on the wheel, spin it, do something like that. But we're gonna start doing stuff for active viewers. Yeah, active viewers. So like during the show, like tonight, when I look up there and I say, okay, we got 25 people. Let's see where they are. We can try to go to different things. Or I may random when I put the thing up there. Hey, tell us where you listening from, where you tuned in from. Or it may simply be, boom, let me click the comments, scroll through. We're going to pick 3 people that commented on the show. It might be you just say, hey, what's up, questions, whatever. We're going to pick active people. You know what I'm saying?
Get
Whether
these engagements up so we can get in the algorithm.
Yeah, whether it's you looking at it, you comment, or you doing something, you sharing it. Hey, we might look through the week and say, "Oh man, you done shared our episode and our shorts 4 or 5 times this year. I mean, this week." Hey man, that's word. You know what I'm saying?
Peace,
Hey
man.
Kay, what's going on? Kay, I almost ain't even open the comments back up. Great
Peace to the
ideas.
dog.
Kay, appreciate you for tuning in.
Appreciate you, Miss
What's
K.
going on, brother? But yeah, man, I'm about to go on and pump some of this Alka-Seltzer and this meds in me, try to see what the world coming on. My
Yeah, get
eyes
better.
feeling puffy.
Get better. We got
The
stuff.
congested part of head cold, man. Got the
Thank
flu
you,
running
baby.
around crazy. The flu running around crazy. So I hope we ain't gonna speak that in
Hey,
existence.
look, I'm gonna tell you. Can I tell you something?
Handle your business.
I had the flu one time in my life, and it's the one time. It's the one time I took the flu vaccine when I
Yeah.
was at Ferrum when I was 18. They made us take it. I got sick as a dog. I have never taken that shit again. I've never like, and this ain't no disrespect to people who had COVID. I ain't take no vaccine, and I think I might have had COVID and didn't know I had COVID before they came out and said, "Hey, this is what this is." But after that, I ain't.
Nah, I ain't. I had it. I ain't take no vaccine, no shot neither. My doctor trying to convince me. When they came out the vaccines, this is exactly what she said. You need that. You won't survive if you get it again. You barely made it. I said, shit, I'm built for it tough, man. I'm all right. Yeah, Alka-Seltzer. Listen, I don't take medicine, so I start off with the Alka-Seltzer. After a day or two, if that ain't working, I may get some emergency C and pour that in the a little juice or something to drink that for a day or two, and then normally I get some sleep on that third day, and then I be back right because I
Yes.
don't deal with the meds.
I'm a I'm gonna break some Christmas.
Bruce, what's happening?
I'm gonna break some Christmas trees up. Put them in a leaf cigar. Smoke till I fall asleep.
Yeah, that'll work though. But
What up, Bruce?
yeah, that flu, I had it one time, but that's when I had COVID, pneumonia, the flu, all that
Yeah,
shit at the same time. So
that's brutal. That's brutal.
yeah, so that was a little different. I done had pneumonia 3, 4 times, walking pneumonia, double pneumonia, all that joint. That's a whole nother joint. Just like, yeah, Mike. Yeah, break them Christmas trees up and set them on.
Oh yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad he's right there. If you ain't here, man, y'all got an episode coming. Y'all gonna get on this camera. Y'all, you
Oh,
just gonna.
he tuned in every episode. He
Oh,
listen,
I
he be
know.
know. I was surprised. I gotta give him his props. He jumped on, my goal, and I said it. Damn, this shit almost hit me, broke me down, talking fast. But I'm good with it now. That was my thing. I said I had to get before the year ended. I wanted to get Knox. Tom had been on there. D. all my close friends, Joe, Pete, been on there. Only two we ain't have on Dunn and Lamonti out of the real crew. And it was crazy. Me and Knox last conversation. That's what we was going back and forth about talking. Of course, he tried to hit me with the man. I ain't getting on no camera. I be in the comments, and I'm like, nah, I need you on camera, the voice, the talking. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I already know when I get going, you gonna cut up.
one of the most entertaining humans on the planet. One of the most entertaining humans on the planet.
Yeah, that's what it was. If he get with me, he gonna cut a food. So,
I tell a story about Knox, and yeah.
Yeah, you ain't lying, Bruce. You said they shoot us up with everything. Damn right, lab rats.
Yeah. You think you got PTSD, man? Them people done gave you polio since 12, goddammit.
Right.
No, you want to go to this country? We just got to shoot you with this, nigga. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's crazy. But we really do appreciate y'all, man. We really listening.
Man,
We been getting some ideas.
Bruce came home crazy like Junior.
We've been getting
might be some correlation to that shit.
We've been getting ideas and things people want us to do, and we taking heed. We trying to get better. When I get with my ace Joe, we gonna sit down and start putting little stuff that people are good at. We're gonna start trying to get the people to do little light work to help us benefit the show. So, like we always say, may the wind be may the wind always be at your back and the sun always upon your face. And may the wings of destiny carry your love to dance with the stars. Until next time, keep listening with pleasure. As y'all always know, we see y'all again. Peace.
Peace out.
We out.